The Muslim Bar Association of New York was founded in 2006 by a group of law students and attorneys. Today, MuBANY is one of the largest and most active Muslim bar associations in the United States. We count almost 600 individuals as part of our community. MuBANY members can be found throughout the New York legal community, serving as counsel at large corporations, partners at law firms, and leaders in the not-for-profit and government.
Law school in 2001, and my second day on the job as a lawyer was 9/11. And I looked around this very large law firm I worked at, and there were no Muslim lawyers. And it was incredibly lonely. And now at a time when our community also is threatened in many different ways, I think it's so important that we come together, we support each other, we find a way to work together and to be an organization that stands up for our community and other communities that are also feeling that kind of threat.
What MuBANY does best is foster a sense of community among Muslim lawyers in New York. It started off being a very small group of partners in New York law firms who are Muslim. It has also been a way for us to mentor and help younger lawyers and associates in those law firms.
I think coalition building is very important for MuBANY. You know, there are so many other groups out there that are also feeling threatened at this time. And we've done a lot of work to try to work together to recognize that our rights are inextricably tied to the rights of other communities out there. So, for example, we did a panel discussion last year that talked about the connection between the Black Lives Movement and the Muslim community. We recently sponsored an event about Asian American LGBT lawyers and included a federal judge. And we worked together to co-sponsor an event for Eid with the New York Civil Liberties Union, which has been such a strong promoter and supporter of the rights of Muslims.
One of the favorite events that I attended, I would say, was the Why Black Lives Matter to Muslims. It was in the midst of a snowstorm. Some of the panelists couldn't even make it, but they were able to dial in. But we had a great discussion, great dialogue about how the intersection of both communities affects Muslims and how sometimes you don't imagine that African Americans can be Muslim.
It's so important to us to give back to the community that has raised us and made us who we are, which is New York. We have participated in several food drives. We have volunteered at the New York Common Pantry. We've done events with the Hunger Van and several other service events. And it's so important for us to play a pivotal role in the fabric of the larger New York community.
MuBANY has done advocacy at multiple levels and on some very critical issues, from some issues that happen right here at home involving the NYPD's Muslim surveillance program. MuBANY testified in federal court when the judge in that case held an open hearing allowing members of the community and other people to testify.
I and other attorneys have been able to act against what we see as a wrong to our community and to many immigrants in America by coordinating Know Your Rights trainings throughout the state of New York. We were able to send attorneys directly to the airports right after the first Muslim ban to help people who were stranded.
The ISF Scholarship is partnering with MuBANY, now in its third year, to encourage law students to pursue legal education and to engage in leadership and to engage in public service.
ISF Scholarship has been really helpful for me in terms of advancing my career. When I was looking for job opportunities after law school, I had an entire board and an entire organization that was willing to help me and put me in touch with the right attorneys in different organizations.
The ISF Scholarship helped advance my career in the law as a law student right now because I've been able to be part of a community that's really built upon empowering law students and empowering one another.
In the landscape of the broader legal community, MuBANY is new, it's young, and
it's innovative. I think that it has the sort of all the tools and all the resources and all the pieces in place to be able to do something different than other minority bar associations.
Well, the sky's the limit for an organization like MuBANY. The membership is mostly young. They're moving up in the profession. For a long time, we didn't have any partners. Now we have an expanding cadre of partners and people that are senior in government and even in politics. So MuBANY is, in my view, now in its infancy. But as the next 10 years go on and people in the legal field get more and more senior, MuBANY can become a powerhouse bar association in New York.